22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they create some nice space for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
But it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
11.
Here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Throwing here, Howell. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted. With a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
11 mighty.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. These two teams all tied.
Gun. Hey, can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped. He rifles one that's intercepted. With a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down. Here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception. Charles, and now they're with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. They go play action with Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now it's Burrow. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
You're exactly right about that. This is a tough instead of potentially going for it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points. The end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote a little Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They go play action with Howell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on them.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's...
And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football. Their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, starting with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. On play action, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Win flat 3, win flat 3.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I was expecting you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And here you have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy Here's McPherson now to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 22, Wentz. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That would complete to Dax Milne. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow on play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And that will move the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Sometimes you read a defense thinking pass rush and you see them on those sprinter stances. You think you can give that quick hitter to the fullback and have it go for 7, 8, 9 yards, but not that time. They stuffed him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Wentz now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go, here we go.
And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one is. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.